Hello, fellow YouTubers, Trouble8385 here. So real quickly, the next YouTube game community will be up on Sunday. I'm going to be doing from Sunday from now on with the schedule, work, and the holidays. It's just not going to happen. Sunday's the day is easiest for me to do the video, so that's when it's going to be done. I have a lot of topical videos this time around. But let's get to our topic, and that is, what is wrong with Sony as a company? It's funny because when a company starts going down a downward spiral, they make a lot of mistakes one right after the other. It's not like one mistake. It just seems to be one thing after another after another. Now, my earliest part of my life of ever having a Sony device was in the beginning 90s when I got a portable CD Walkman. And Sony was used to make a killing off those back in the day because everybody had one. It was the coolest thing. You could put a CD in this player and walk around with it. And they got into VCRs and all DVDs and all other stuff since then. And when I talk about what is wrong with Sony, to me the number one thing wrong with Sony is, which is the same problem a lot of companies have today, they're walling off what the consumer can do with their product. What I mean by that is, let's take Apple. For all the complaining about how Apple limits what you could do, that it's not open, and all the other stuff, Apple has a seamless experience. I buy something on the iTunes, I could put it on my iPod, iPad, if I buy music, whatever. It's a seamless experience. It all works very well together. My problem with Sony is, when I buy, let's say, music from Sony, or let's say I buy a digital movie from Sony, I should be able to play that on the Sony player, whatever that is that I play the movie on. I should be able to also be able to play that movie on my PSP, maybe my PlayStation 3, any device they have. Once I buy that thing from them, I should be able to port it to any device that's a Sony device. That would make me loyal to your product. But instead they wall you off. The PSP to the PS Vita. So I can play my PSP games on the Vita if I register them through the PlayStation Network and pay a small fee. That is anti-consumerism. That is just basically being greedy. You've already got your money for the game. You don't need money again. I shouldn't have to pay you asking permission to put something I already bought on your other system. You go back to the PS3, the whole DRM and the whole, you gotta install the game and then you gotta update the game. So anti-intuitive. Even when that system came out, it was anti-intuitive. The system itself, the stuff under the hood of that system at the time was amazing, was ahead of its time. But the way they implemented the DRM and all the other software end is horrible. I know TVs, people focus on the TVs a lot, but the truth is there's only so much more you're going to be able to do with the TV. We're getting to the point now with TVs that there's only so much. You got the 3D, you got the apps. The rumor going around that Sony's licensed Microsoft Kinect technology to put in TVs. We're almost to the point where there's not much to do with the TV anymore. Actually, we're at the point now where all these businesses are converging on each other, and it's just going to continue. I mean, everything is converging together because products have to do multitask. People don't buy a product for one thing anymore. You buy your cell phone, do you buy it just as a phone, or do you buy it for messaging and the internet and all that stuff? I'm pretty sure you probably do a lot of the other stuff on your phone. Or if you buy an iPod Touch, you don't want it to just do music, you want it to do other stuff. We're getting to the point now where Sony has to understand they have to open up. See, what made Sony so great 90s and 80s was they were open and changed with the times. Not so much today. They're walling all this stuff off when they should be embracing, let's say, the internet. Let's say getting all your devices to work together, where if I buy a movie or whatever it is from you, I'll be able to transfer that product to whatever device you have, and that would make me loyal and continually be around you and your brand. The most important thing, make me continue to use your stuff. Don't give me a reason not to. Now the Vita, everybody's considering the Vita is going to be Sony's saving grace. You can look at the whole touch in the back of the thing and everything else, but the truth is that's all potential. First of all, the price point of the Vita is kind of high for people. A lot of people I talked to said, it looks interesting, but I don't want to pay that price. I'm not even going to buy one because of the fact the price to me, a little steep for what I can afford when it comes out. For the Vita, it comes down to games. And if that system can live up to what we've always thought it is. Again, Sony is a conglomerate. They have so much stuff. If they can get you the access to everything they have easily and seamlessly, it'll be a success. If they don't, it'll be a failure. And in Sony's case, they cannot afford another failure. The things that were money makers and easy money makers are gone today, and this is Sony's problem. They have to think ahead of the curve, not react to what's already happening, not trying to catch up. And this is where I think Sony's in a lot of trouble. Sony, you know, when they went from the Walkman, you know, it's the DVD player, now they're Blu-ray, but the PlayStation was a big money maker for them, and that's kind of been less than it was before, and now it's hurting them because of that. So, what do you think is Sony's major problem as a company? Do you think it's not being innovative? Do you think it's not making all their products work when you buy something seamlessly on everything? Love to hear your thoughts, guys. So I will talk to you guys soon.